Hey, it's Harlan. Good evening. I'm here with Tree-Centric Solutions, and I'm with Jerome, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you go by, Jerome?
Jerome.
Okay, Jerome. So I have a tree here that's really sick over in the Christian Park area. Take a look at it here real quick. It's called, what is that, a blue spruce?
It's a blue spruce.
Yeah, so that's a blue spruce tree that I was trying to find a treatment for to see if I can save it. So Jerome's taking a look at it now, and he's going to tell us what he thinks about this. Maybe you too might have some issues with trees. If you do, get in touch with Tree-Centric Solutions, and I'll post the information later in the video.
We're seeing with blue spruce the last few years they've been suffering from a needle disease called Rhizosphaera needle cast, and the fungus gets on the little openings, the stoma of the needles, and it kills second and third year needles. It just clogs them up and they can't breathe, and then they fall off and die. So you'll typically see the inside of a tree dying back, and the outside will kind of the outermost layer. It looks healthy, so new growth isn't affected until the fungus moves to it. We can spray it, there's treatment available, but often we have to come back and spray it so often that it becomes cost prohibitive. And it makes sense to evaluate if it makes sense to treat the tree and spray it with chemicals for 2 years, or if it makes sense to remove the tree when it dies and then replace it with a species that's more adaptable to this site. So a lot of great native trees are options. So it makes sense to look at things holistically and not just saving it at all costs, but actually managing the trees on your property, and that's what I can help with.
Can you see the fungus on that piece? I mean, is it something that you can...
It won't be from the camera. If you have really good eyes, you can look really close and you'll see, and if you have a hand lens, like a magnifying glass, then you can really see it. You should see little 2 rows on each side of the needle of little white waxy dots going up. But if you look really close, you'll see the waxy dot, but it'll have a black circle, and that black circle is the fungus. It looks like bread mold. Okay.
And then what it ends up doing, like you said, is from the bottom of the tree here, what I did is I cut off what was already dying there. But this particular tree had a bunch of dead limbs, which you can see in the lower section there. It still does have some dead limbs.
And the middle of the tree is hollowed out. So if you don't want to spray the tree, which sometimes makes sense, sometimes it doesn't, then some methods that you could employ would be to remove the low branches, which allows airflow to come up and the tree can dry out after rain quicker. You can also cut back trees that are close to the spruce tree. That'll help dry it out. If you have a tree on the south side of the tree, you can cut it back so then the south sun will dry out your tree. So just like with a lot of fungus, the wetter, cool, damp, wet conditions promote that fungal growth.
Okay, great. Do you want to, for people who may be watching this, do you want to give them your number or how they might contact you?
Yeah. Again, the company's Tree-Centric Solutions. Phone number 317-605-9802. Give me a call or send a text. I'd be happy to help.
Okay, that's it today for a little bit of lesson on the trees. I hope that's helpful to somebody out there.